Allah Ta'ala, He says, الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا. He it is who has created the death and life. ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا, so that He may test you which of you are best in doing good deeds. وهو العزيز الغفور. Therefore, we are in this world to be tested, so that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can see which of us deserve paradise and which of us do not deserve paradise. And for that reason, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He will test us with many things. And among the tests we have seen in this recent week, that a severe earthquake has struck part of Turkey and Syria. With the moment, many have lost their life. It has risen above 20,000 people have already lost their life, and we still don't know actual number, and it will keep on rising. And many who are affected, I don't think I've never witnessed an earthquake like that before. And this should remind us, and this should make us reflect on this. What can we learn from this? First point is that the verses that I have recited, it tells us this world is not a world of just living and enjoying. This is a place to be tested. We are here to be tested, and Allah will test us with many different things. And the place of abode where we rest in peace and there will be no calamity, there will be no problem, that is Jannah. And this should remind us that we shouldn't build our ultimate home in this world. Rather, our ultimate home we should be building is for the paradise, inshallah ta'ala. One of the things we reflect on this is that there is goodness in everything. We should not consider this totally bad thing. Only Allah knows what is behind this. Allah does things with His wisdom, and sometimes we may think something which is bad for us, but it might actually be good for us. As Allah Ta'ala, He says in the Quran that perhaps you love a thing which is bad for you, and perhaps you hate a thing which is good for you. And Allah knows and you do not know. And one of the good things we can reflect upon is this. Look at this. A lot of brothers and sisters and children went to sleep, and Allah made them shaheed. That is the good thing. They became shaheed while they are sleeping. That is the best good thing can happen to a people. Yes, we are sad for them. The people who lost their family members, they are sad. It's natural to be sad. But on the other side, Allah has taken them as shuhadah. It's a very high position. They are given higher places in Jannah. As the Prophet ﷺ, he said that the 5 types of people, there will be shuhada. He said, "Ash-shuhada'u khamsatun, al-mat'un wal-mabtun wal-ghariq wa-sahibul hadmi wa-shaheedu fi sabilillah." The martyrs are 5 kinds. One who dies with plague, one who dies with stomach diseases, one who drowns, one who dies under debris, i.e. someone who's crushed under something is a shaheed. And one who dies in the way of Allah, he is also shaheed. So we ask Allah Ta'ala to accept all those that have died, to accept them as shuhada. And we ask Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala to give those who are alive the patience. And the verse I have recited, that Alladhi khalaqal mawta wal hayata. Allah created the life and death, liyabluwakum ayyukum ahsanu amala, so that He may test us. Which of us are best in deeds? This scenario is a scenario of death. When it comes to life and death, this gives us an opportunity to do actions, what we can do about it. And you see, brothers and sisters are coming forward to help from worldwide. From all nations, Muslim nations, they are feeling sad and sorrow and raising funds and trying to assist them. This shows our Muslim brotherhood, how much we love each other. I have never been to Turkey. we have brothers and sisters here. I've never been to Syria. We met brothers and sisters in this country from Syria, but what unites us is Islam, for love of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And straight away you make dua for them. Continuously you make dua for them in your salawat to make it easy for them and so on. So this is good deed, making dua for them. And we should come together to help our brothers and sisters, because it is actually helping ourselves and passing our test if we stand with them, inshallah ta'ala. So this is one of the reflection that we can have, and one of the optimism that we can have, that nothing befalls a believer except it is good for him. As the Prophet ﷺ, he said, "Ajaban li amril mu'min inna amarahu kullahu khair." It is a very amazing affair of a believer, that whatever, all of his affair is good. وَلَيْسَ ذَاكَ لِأَحَدٍ إِلَّا لِلْمُؤْمِنِ. And this is not for anybody except for a mu'min, if he has iman. In asabathu sarra shakara. If things are ease, goodness befall him, then he gives thanks to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَكَانَ خَيْرَ اللَّهُ. And it is good for him. وَإِنْ أَصَابَتْهُ ضَرَّاء. And if any calamity befalls him, if he is in hardship, then sabara, he is patient. فَكَانَ خَيْرَ اللَّهِ. And that is good for him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test those people that he loves. As the hadith says, "Inna idham al-jazai ma'al idham al-balai, wa inna Allah idha ahabba qawman ibtilahum, faman radiya falahu rida, wa man sakhita falahu sakhat." Verily with greater rewards come greater trials. Verily when Allah loves a people, He will test them. Whoever is pleased with Allah's will, then Allah will be pleased with him. And whoever is displeased, then Allah will be displeased with him. So if Allah tests us, calamity befalls upon us, it doesn't mean that Allah doesn't love us. Rather, it is an indication that Allah loves us, as the Prophet ﷺ said, "مَا يُرِدِ اللَّهُ بِهِ خَيْرًا يُصِبْ مِنْهُ." That if Allah wishes good for someone, then Allah will afflict him with lot of trials and tribulations. And this is why we saw the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and many other messengers and prophets, we learned their life. They were tried with illnesses and many other calamities, because they were the best of people. They had the most strongest of faith, and Allah will test us according to the strength of our faith and according to how much He loves us and how much He wants good for us. And finally, I just remind you one more hadith which reminds us that we are one body and we should be standing with each other. That the Prophet ﷺ said, "Whoever relieves the hardship of a believer in this world, Allah will relieve his hardship on the day of resurrection. Whoever helps ease one in difficulty, Allah will make it easy for him in this world and in the hereafter. Whoever conceals the fault of a Muslim, Allah will conceal his faults in this world and the hereafter. And Allah helps the servants as long as He helps His brothers." And inshallah, a lot of you will be donating. One thing, final thing I'd like to remind. Syria doesn't even have a president, recognized president. It doesn't even have a constitution. So a lot of time we might forget Syria, and it might not get public attention. So we should pay attention to Syria along with Turkey in our donation, inshallah ta'ala. সম্মানিত মুসাল্লিন, আমরা দেখেছি এই দুর্ঘটনা, আর্থকুয়েক যেটা ঘটেছে, তা আমাদেরকে আখিরাতের জন্য প্রস্তুত করতে সাহায্য করবে। ইনশাআল্লাহ আমরা এর উপর রিফ্লেক্ট করব এবং আখিরাতের জন্য প্রস্তুতি নেব। আমাদের উপর দায়িত্ব যে আমরা আমাদের মুসলমান ভাই বোনদের সাথে দাঁড়াই, কারণ আল্লাহ তাআলা আমাদেরকে এই হায়াত মউত সব কিছু তৈরি করেছেন আমাদেরকে পরীক্ষা করার জন্য, যে আমাদের মধ্যে কে সবচেয়ে ভালো আমল করতে পারে। তাই এর থেকে আমাদের লেসন নেওয়া উচিত। ইনশাআল্লাহ আমরা আশা করব যারা মারা গেছেন তাদেরকে আল্লাহ শহীদ হিসাবে কবুল করুন, এবং যারা বেঁচে আছেন তাদেরকে সবর করার তৌফিক দান করুন। আমাদের দায়িত্ব হচ্ছে তাদের সাথে দাঁড়ানো, তাদের জন্য দোয়া করা এবং আর্থিকভাবে তাদের সাহায্য করা। আল্লাহ তাআলা আমাদেরকে তৌফিক দান করুন। সুবহানাকা আল্লাহুম্মা বিহামদিক, আশহাদু আল্লা ইলাহা ইল্লা আনতা, আস্তাগফিরুকা ওয়া আতুবু ইলাইক।